Hey everyone, how is it going? It is roughly a little after 6:30. Winding down. I'm just going to take a little break here from all of this, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit. So, all right. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me see. So here's the deal. I started yesterday talking to more specifically to single women, but more about single moms. Because let me recap of what I'm trying to say before is the idea that how single mothers date versus how single women date without kids, two different styles, two different things. And I understand that the woman who has a child with them or have with them, yes, the idea is you don't have enough time, you don't have enough energy, you don't have enough. Yeah, it's tiring. And hey, how you doing, Sandra? You don't have enough of Amy and all of those things that a single woman could invest her time and everything else in this. So the what I my objective is simply trying to help you guys out in the context of finding things about a guy so you can pinpoint are they serious or not, so you can make a better decision in your dating process. Hey, what's going on, Gaby? So in context, that's all I've been trying to do is just giving you some ideas about better decision making when it comes to your dating position. Now, here's the thing, and it never it never stops. Here's the thing. I was Yesterday's video was all about getting you to understand the mentality of a guy when it comes to his position when he's looking across the table at you. If he's a if he's if he's selling you something, or is he trying to acquire something? And in this process, someone wrote down, well, what about me? That's the problem. What about you? You don't understand everything I'm giving you is about you. And you don't, a lot of ladies just don't understand. And they get into themselves about this independent self without realizing your feelings and strategic is so far apart. And when it comes to a guy, he doesn't have feelings. He's strategic all the way through. And some of you just don't get it. You just don't get it. And when it comes to guys and your dating process, this is why a lot of you went down your roads that you went down. And at the end of the day, you don't have anyone serious with you because you just don't get it. You just don't get it. So this is my another attempt in trying to help you guys out. Guys are not emotional. They are hormonal. They're not emotional. They're hormonal, and they're strategic. A woman's position is very emotional. Even though there's hormones involved into this process, they're very emotional, and they don't. Very few are strategic. Majority of the ladies who are hurting in today's time is hurting because they let their emotions get in the way of strategic guy. And they don't understand the process nor care to understand the process because their independence, which is, I'm not criticizing. I understand that women who has a child has to be independent because she has to take care of herself and has to take care of the family. There is no one else around that scenario. There's assistance, but there's no one to pick up that weight. And so I understand you have to be independent. And being independent. Sometimes there's no trust, and sometimes when there's no trust, it's hard, and there's doubt, and there's lies. Yes, Holly, lies. There's all these things. There's all these things there. When it comes to a guy, though, Holly, when it comes to a guy, hey, Angel, what's up, Holly? When it comes to a guy is 100% strategic. What's up, brother? And this is something you guys do not understand, ladies. You look sexy, beautiful. You're doing everything you need to do to attract a guy. And you pick and choose whichever one you want to pick. That doesn't matter. You pick and choose whatever guy you want. It doesn't matter. He's strategic. In his mind, he already instantly know he's looking at you. Instantly know he's going to use you. If he's not going to use you and he's a good guy, he'll let you go. No, I don't want to deal with you. No. Look, I have not made it a secret that if there's a certain type of woman that attracts to me and I look at her and she doesn't meet a certain standard, I made it no secret that I would say, no, thank you. Appreciate you, but no, gotta go. And it has nothing to do with who she is. It's the appearance of it. Guys are strategic in their decision making from the attraction forward. Okay. Now, Holly says we are all strategic too, and to a degree, I will agree with her. All of you are strategic in the context of, here's the difference. Here's the difference. Let me break it down. I'm gonna try to break it down. Please listen. Here's the difference, ladies. You're strategic in this context. He's got to have a certain height. He's got to have a certain weight. He's got to have a certain financial. He's got to have a certain this. He has to have a certain that. He cannot smoke. If he does smoke, he cannot smoke this, this, and this. He cannot do drugs. He has to have his car. He has to have a job. And that's your end of the strategic side of it. That's it. Past that list that we just went through, good or bad, irrelevant, that's your strategic. And then after that, emotion. That's it. Versus a guy, he doesn't have a list. He has a plan. He doesn't have a list. All right? Absolutely, Sandra. Gotta have, see, that's your strategic. All right. If Sandra, if you get a guy who doesn't smoke and has a job, what's next? What's the next after that, right? If a guy who doesn't smoke and has a job, and you're thinking, I got a guy who has a job and doesn't smoke, by the time you think that, he's already 5 steps ahead of you in strategic in how to have sex with you, or how to take care of you, or whatever he wants to do with you. He's already 5 or 6 steps ahead of you while you're just trying to figure out if he has a job and he doesn't smoke. A guy doesn't have, he's strategic. He has a plan, not a list. He has a plan. His plan is, am I going to, let me put it in perspective. No, I don't have it over there. Let me put it in perspective. If I was communicating with a woman, and hold on, let me pause for a second. You don't know that. You are a Keller resident based on a woman. Thank you for bringing that out, Holly. I appreciate you. Again, I'm not talking about all women. I'm not talking about all single women. I'm not talking about all women who has kids. I'm not talking about none. I'm not talking about all. I'm just talking about certain things that I know, that I've seen, that I've heard, that I've been asked about. Okay, so please forgive me if I'm offending you. It's not my intentions to offend anyone. Sorry, Holly, if I am, but I am still trying to help single moms and trying to give you an idea of what a man position is. So here's the thing. A lady reaches out, and I'm just being general. I'm not being specific. A lady reaches out, and I look her up on the profile. And the profile, she looks sexy. She's a party girl, and I just assume she's a party girl because on her profile, she's showing cleavage. She's going to a bar. She's hanging out with her girlfriends, a couple of guy friends, and she reaches out to me, and then I reach back out to her and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And we have communications. "Hey, Amy, what's going on?" We have communications, and then we ended up on the first date. Okay, here's the thing. On the first date, ladies, while you're all wrapped up in the conversation, we are in the excitement of we're going on the first date. What am I going to wear? How am I going to have do I need to have my hair up or down? And so on, right? While you're wrapped up into that, he's already knowing, I already know my objective of what I'm trying to get out of you before I get to that first date. A guy is strategic because as soon as you and him make a connection, he already knows how he wants to apply his game. Let's call it game, okay? While you're wrapping up, oh, he's a nice guy, and he's doing this, and yes, he's got a nice job, and oh, he sounds so good, and he asked me out for a first date, and we're going on a first date, and what am I going to wear, and I should do this, and I should do that, mate. Let me tell you, help you before and why. That's all emotion. That's not strategic. Let me help you understand what strategic looks like, ladies. In a guy's mind, in his woman, when she's going out, he will say, I don't want you to wear that. I want you to wear something else. Okay, think about that. Is he controlling or is he being strategic in his reasoning? You can say he's insecure, but you really, right? You're quick to say he's insecure because he's expressing something. A woman who's strategic and no emotion talks to a guy, we're communicating, we're talking about, hey, let's go out on a dinner date. Let's go on our first date. Okay. Right, Sandra, you're quick to say he's controlling, but let me break it down how he thinks. A guy in a woman's position says, all right, we're going on a first date. He then, or she should, pick out her clothes, not in how to entice him emotionally, or emotionally or hormonally, but entice because you're trying to send a message. He thinks on the message. You think on how to be perceived. He's thinking how to perceive you. In context, you're looking sexy. Was that a planned thing for you to do to look sexy? Or was it just something that you picked out and thought, this is what I'm supposed to dress? Did you even look up the after-hour dress code? Did you even look up the standard of the restaurant's dress code? Do you even have an after-hour 7 o'clock dress? No, a lot of you don't. I'm not trying to insult you, but I'm being real. A lot of you don't. So when a guy who is a businessman, an executive who's trained to be in the business world, asks you out for a dinner at 7 o'clock in any restaurant that's above McDonald's, do you understand the style of dress code that goes along with it to that restaurant? If you do, we take it as you're being strategic. You understand there's a skill. There is something that goes along with understanding that idea. Right, Sandra, exactly. Now, let me give you a frame, a thought to get a better understanding for all you moviegoers. Pretty Woman was asked to be with him, and to be with him, he's telling her, these are the events we're going to. And she has to go buy clothes. Now, it is nice for a guy to go buy clothes. But again, if you look at my yesterday's video, we talked about, is he selling it or is he acquiring? If he's acquiring you and you show effort to that date, what makes a man not want to give you some money to clothes? Except you, with the attitude. In the movie Pretty Woman, she had to wear certain clothes to a certain event. When she went to the play or the opera, she had to wear certain clothes. When she went to a certain dinner, she had to wear for a business, she had to wear certain clothes. And I'm not telling you to go buy a wardrobe. I'm just trying to get you to understand that little thing is strategic. That is strategic in the context of a guy who's trained. Now, I'm not talking about a baseball guy who just wears blue jeans and t-shirt every day and that's all he is. But I'm telling you, even if he wears blue jeans and t-shirt and he's saying, let's go to this restaurant, if he embarrasses you, let that happen. Don't embarrass him. You have to be the leader. You're the nucleus of all families, ladies. You're the nucleus. You set the example. But I'm telling you, a lot of you are not disciplined to being strategic in every areas of your life. You think this is a game. Guys, don't take this. Guys are very serious in trying to find a good woman. Guys are so serious in finding a good woman that they will fight over a woman. They will go to a war over a woman. That's how serious a guy is when he finds a good woman. And all you ladies who got a boyfriend, let another man get in, interfere with you. See, here's the thing. Yes, so Gabe, you don't agree. Fine. Man needs to set the example. In certain cultures, I understand that concept. Men sort of kind of do need to set the example. Okay. But here's the thing, ladies. Here's the thing. If there's a problem, and again, this is my world. Please correct me if it's not, and you know, we can have dialogue. But here in my world is, if I have a major problem in my world, in my life, do I go to grandmama or do I go to granddad? Right? Grandmama is the nucleus of the family. Granddad is the backbone to a certain degree. He's the man of the family, but the nucleus of the family is grandmama. If grandmama is the nucleus of the family, ladies, that's you. You set the standard of the family. Now again, Sandra, I understand not every family is like that. Like I said, in my world, when I have some major issues that I can't think it through, granddad is one of those things that I can go to when he was living, but grandmama is the one that I cherish when she says something and there's a wisdom into this woman. And this woman has that wisdom because she's the nucleus of all things. Granddad depends on grandma, right? So, Tom, what's going on? Because absolutely, Alicia, the woman makes the home. Songs has been written about it. Wars have been made because of a woman. That's the man's role, to go to war. A woman is to set the home. And for some reason, your independence of who you are and society has gotten in the way of redefining what independent really is, of what a woman's role of independent is. Let me help you understand certain things, ladies. A guy who is also independent, a man is independent when he has his business or work, when he's trying to make it and compete against competitors, right? When he's trying to go to his highest ability. He's independent in trying to reach his life in job, in his security, in provision, and so on and so forth. Women, your independence got in the way because you say, I don't want to wear that dress because this is how you saw me when you first met me. Hold on, let me go. Gaby, yes, the female is the center of the home, but it is a man who sets the example and umbrella for the family. I never had anyone talk to. My mom is sick. She has no time, unfortunately. So that's why marriage fails. Absolutely. So yes, so put it in perspective. When I come home, I listen to the woman. When I was married, I came home, honey, what is it that you need me to do? She wants me to tear a house down, I'm tearing a house down. But when I come home, it's her world. That's her. Every man, if he had a father or didn't have a father, it's just genetically ingrained in him to when he comes home to a good woman, he's asking his good woman, honey, what do you want? What do you need? You ladies don't have a good man when you come home and all he says is, hey, go get me a beer out the refrigerator. Go get me some food. Go give me this. Go give me that. Go give me this. Go give me that. You traded your loneliness for chaos. He ain't a man. He's a hyena. Just saying. A true man will not enslave you. All my man to do is when he gets home is relax and tell me about. See, Alicia, exactly. That's my point. A man comes home, he's like, baby, what do you need? If you say nothing, just sit down, he's going to sit down. But let me repeat what I just said. A good man will not enslave you. He is going to help you. A good man is going to come home and you come home and you're tired and he's tired and you're both hungry. A good man is going to get on the phone and call up for some pizza or some Chinese or go out and get it and come back. A good man is when you pregnant and 3 o'clock in the damn morning, you looking like I need some pickles and ice cream. His behind is out the damn door going to find some damn pickles and ice cream. A not so good man is sitting in a car, and I saw this on a post, sitting in a damn car while his woman is pumping gas. See, a good man, you don't have to say, respect me. A good man will set the standards of the respect. But how do you find a good man if you're not disciplined? If you're not disciplined to him. And that's the key. How are you going to find a good man if you're not strategically disciplined for him? Whoever him is, whoever, doesn't matter. Whatever you feel comfortable, whatever is your comfort zone, however you see fit. He can be a doctor or man, just simply work. It doesn't, look, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you who and what is right and not right. Whatever you ladies like, I love it for you. But the idea is you have to be disciplined for him. If you're disciplined for him, that man will go to war over you. Independent woman, biblically and every culturally, a man will take care of his woman and the kids. A man will ask, hey, honey, how are you? How are the kids? A man is not going to call you up and say, hey, how are you doing? Let's go out on Friday. That's not a real man. That's a man who just want to play. He didn't ask for you, the kids, nothing else like what? No. So, exactly. Elisa says, I will not settle until I find the man I respect and adore. Period. Awesome. The key is a godly man. A godly man, no man with his job will always honor his woman. Let me help you understand godly or not godly man. I know religion is very important for a lot of you ladies, and I respect that. I am truly a man of God and a spiritual man, but here, let me tell you something. If a man is not going to church, does not make him a bad man. Think about that. A man who don't go to church doesn't mean he's a bad man. That man just simply could have had a bad experience growing up in church and just got a bad taste and don't want nothing of it. But the good woman will take that man and change his opinion about who God really is. But if that good woman goes to that man who doesn't go to church, she missed out. Know and communicate your love language. Hey, Tom, what's going on? Yes, that's a good start. Now, the communicating your love language is excellent when you're in a relationship. But to get a relationship, may I suggest, first, ladies, first, give him the respect. He will give you his world in return. And I know you've been burnt, but again, let me go back off yesterday's video. How, when you go on a date and your communications with any guy, it doesn't matter who the guy is, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes. Don't look at his physical appearance right away. Just close your eyes. And I know it's important, but just first close your eyes. When you talk to your guy, don't even go on video. Just talk to him. Is he selling you something? Hey, I got this and I got this. We can do this. We can do that. Hey, I want to grow old with you. Is he selling you something? Or is he acquiring something? Hey, what are you doing? I think we should do this. If we get together, then we can do that and have a plan. He has a plan with you. Where's the kids? How do we do it with the kids? Well, it's a family issue. So Sandra, it's the content of his character, his actions, and how he treats others, not whether or not he goes to church. God within. That is true. So true. And Gabriel, being a godly man means being spiritual and having a relationship with God, necessarily a church goer. Absolutely. That is also true. There's a lot of spiritual guys out there who will not step foot in a church. And if he is a man who loves God, but be mindful of the God guy, he might pull that a man is head, man is dominant. He's a dominating. No, look, dude, we that's old school. We in today's time. The reason I talk about a lot about partners and not necessarily marriages is simple. Marriage has a ideal of roles. So man role, woman role, marry. Okay, in today's time, I believe we passed that marriage point of view and we're more of a partner relationship. When you're tired, I got your back. When I'm tired, you get my back. That's a partnership. We need to setting to a partnership, because you have to build a partnership before you can even get to a marriage. And that's the problem. So many ladies, emotionally and physically and sexually, is trying to get their way to the marriage without first establishing a partnership. And to deal with a partnership with a man, he's strategic in his thinking, not not emotional. So be mindful of that, ladies. So today, let me just simply say in this discussion, if you take lead, if you respect him, well, a partnership is a friendship, Sandra. True, true. The problem is, okay. So a partnership is a friend. You can't have a partnership without a friendship. So true. Let's deal with friendship first. Can we at least sit in the same room? Right? If we can't even sit in the same room, then there's no need to talk about partnership. Goodbye. That's just my thing. That's just my thing. So yeah, you're right. Let's just get with friendship. So friendship, how do we get into the friendship? Was specifically getting into the dating position. You have to first find out his character, his motive. Let me put it that way. His motive. If you find out his motive, then you can get rid of all that other craziness into this. So how do you find a guy's motive? Because a guy is, again, he's not emotional. He's hormonal and he's strategic. So how do you get to his motive? Very simple. Are you selling me something? Is he trying to boast? Is he trying to get you to buy him? Not physically like pay cash for him, but buy him meaning take him in. Is he trying to sell you something? Is he trying to sell you he's a good guy? Is he trying to sell you he's got a job? Is he trying to sell you he's got this, that, and the other? Is he trying to sell you blah, 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 right? Friendship, partners, yes, I agree, Gaby. So is he selling something? If he's selling anything, he's going to use you. I don't care how he's going to use it. If he sells anything. A man who's secure in himself, has a nice job, has a house, got whatever he's got, he's going to look at a woman and he doesn't have to sell you nothing. He's trying to figure out if he wants to be with you. And that's the difference. If a guy is just simply trying to figure out if he wants to be with you, that is a quality type man, quality type. That don't make him a good man. That makes him quality type man. So when I say talk to them without your eyes and without his eyes, I don't want him to see the sexiness that you are. I need you to close him down for a second. His visual. I need to close his visual down for a second and then just communicate with him verbally, not physically, right? And I'll get into your question one second. So close his visual down and communicate, and then listen. Is he selling you him, or is he acquiring you? Tell me about you. What do you do? Why did you get into that? What happened to your ex-husband? Why did you get a divorce? See, everything I'm asking is about you. If I say, hey, I got this job and I'm doing some great stuff and I know I'm going to do this and I got this and hey, I got a motorcycle. Do you want to come with me? That he's selling himself, right? So please. Hey, Francisca, how you doing? Gabriel, it's not he's well, let me put it. So yes, you guys are getting it. When a guy tries to sell himself, he is manipulating you. Absolutely. Okay, hold on one second. Let me go back. The problem Is men and women is jumping boundaries and not developing friendships and partnerships, violating intimacy before marriage. Okay, all right, I got you. Okay, so here's the thing. And this is, yes, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Yes. So here's the thing. Sexuality, when a man, let me put it to you in this way, ladies, and I'm hoping you get this. The reason I told you to shut his eyes down from the beauty and the sexuality of you, you need to close his eyes down. And when I mean close his eyes down, I mean when you communicate with him. He called you, you message him, however that attraction, you got together, close his eyes down. Then talk to him. And just listen how he talks to you. If he's trying to say, I'm doing this, he's trying to manipulate you. He's trying to use you. He's trying to weasel. He's a vulture. He's a hyena. However, but in his conversation, if he's telling you about you, hey, what do you do? Why are you doing this about you? How do you do this? Well, tell me. And if the conversation is all about you, he has the possibility of being a good man. So Sandra says, I have been married 3 times. A subject that freaks me before I have the chance to explore myself. Should we make mistakes? Look, I'm not here trying to be Mr. Holy and telling you that my life has been rosy. Anybody who's followed me a while knows that shit, my life is all jacked up like every damn body else's, right? But okay, but we don't stop. We just keep going. Our partner at hand is out there. It's just, okay, let's learn now. Let's use this as a learning lesson. Okay. Attraction, you talk to them, shut their eyes down. No video chats, no messaging chats. Just get on the phone and talk to them. And then listen. Are they selling you themselves? I'm selling. Or are they trying to acquire you? Trying to plan something, right? If we are together, if we get married, then how is this going to work with you and the kids and my kids? And see, all of that's a planning, that's a decision. That man is considering you. Now, here's the thing. Ladies, please understand this. You guys are messing up in this department right here. Another department, but this department specifically. The man gets past the I'm selling or I'm acquiring stage. You realize that he's trying to take care of you, acquire you. Now, is he going to acquire you at the standard that you're willing to, or is he higher, is he lower? Okay, let's think about it. You like the fact, Sandra, I'm not even going to say nothing. You like the fact that he's concerned about you. He's seriously wanting to be with you. Okay, that's good. But now, standard. Ladies, standard. Is he higher than you in standard, lower than you in standard, or just right there? Okay, here's the thing. Grandmama. Think grandmama. Think grandmama. Grandmama, he's higher. What do I need to do? Grandmama, get your ass up there. Grandmama, he's lower than me. What do I do, grandmama? Get your ass down there and bring his ass back up. Do I need to say anything else? Do that to the man that you think he's good because he wants to be with you. I guarantee you one thing. As a man, I guarantee you one thing. If your concern is to take care of him, get to his level, or bring him up, if you do that, that man, there's nothing that he couldn't do according to his ability. There is nothing he would not do according to his ability. Every man wants a virtuous woman. No man knows what that is. No one knows what, no guy knows what that is. What's a virtuous woman? I don't know. Shit, mama. And this is why I said in another video, ladies, when you talk and you date with them, get to know his mother, get to know his grandmother, get to know the women on his side. Why? Because a man only is going to date his mother. Now, I'm not talking about mama's boys. I'm talking about a strong man. That man is strong because of the mother or grandmother or auntie, whoever raised him. He's strong because of them. If you get that kind of guy and you determine in your heart that he is good for you, get on the damn phone, call mama, grandmama, auntie, whoever the hell raised him. Could we have a talk, please? What must I do to love this man and for this man to love me? Let grandmama teach you, and she may get in your ass and you may be offended, but just say thank you, I appreciate it. Constructive criticism, right? Okay. All right, let me go back. All right, I got you. All right, so unfortunately, Francisca, unfortunately, we respect unhappy patterns that were deployed on our families. Yes, some, not all. Okay, so here's the thing, everyone. I'm not talking about Mr. Man who's trying to manipulate you. If he's a pretty boy, if he's smarty two pants, if he got money and got a good job and he's still trying to sell you. Look, I'm not talking about that kind of guy. I'm talking about a wholesome guy who you know, who's simply trying to take care of you. That guy, you got to invest some time and some energies in this guy. Go to the source, the nucleus of the source, which is his mother or grandmother or auntie. I love the partnerships my children have picked. I would defend them over my kids. See? Right. What if he's a mother's boy? Friends, look, come on now. Do I even need to say? Let me say this. Drop a mama's boy. Let me say it this way. I'm sorry. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let me say it this way. If you're looking for a man's man, meaning if you're looking for a man to lead you while respecting you and honoring you at the same time, you cannot get that in a mama's boy. If you're looking for a man that you can control and manipulate yourself, then get a mama's boy. You can do that very easily. But if you're looking for a man's man, he's out there. Trust me, he's out there. You're going to have to just simply win him over. How do you win a man's heart over? I'm glad you asked. You win him over through his mama. If he finds you attractive, if he likes you, if he lets you in, if he says, hey, I want you to meet mama, that's your in. I don't care. Well, yes, too, saying you're a Southern girl. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Sandra just killing me. Sandra, you're killing me. Okay, let me back it up. First date, you don't have a lot of money, but you were trained by mama or grandma how to cook. Cook for him. If he likes you, you're going to lock his ass down just off of that. Second stage, third, fourth date, somewhere around there, go talk to mama or auntie, grandmama or something like that. Sit down with them privately and say, hey, I'm going to take your son, your grandson, and I'm going to give him, and I'm going to be the best that I can be for him. What do you recommend? All right, I got you. So in context, um, all right. So let me get into understanding of some certain things. So I said something about mama's boy and a man's man. Okay, so let me define. Help you understand certain things. And I appreciate you not agreeing and bringing this to my attention. A mama's boy is a mama's boy, not because of himself. A mama's boy is a mama's boy because someone at home made him a mama's boy. Exactly. She made all the decisions, right? Exactly. And if you ladies are getting yourself to a mama's boy, right? He's a mama's boy. You trust me. You know. If he's a mama's boy, may I suggest something? If you're looking to manipulate him and you're looking to work with him and for him to control him, keep him. If you're looking for a man's man, let him go, because there is no one in his family can help you change the fact that he's a mama's boy. On the other side of the fence is a man's man. He's a man's man because mama made him that way. Mama kicked his ass. Mama punished him. Mama did whatever the hell she needed to do for him to be a man's man. It's a benefit if he had a dad, but it's irrelevant if he had a dad for him to be a man's man. He's a man's man because mama, grandmama, auntie trained him to be a man's man. And if that's the kind of guy you're looking for, you cannot approach him in an emotional way. The mama's boy is very emotional because he's a mama boy. Emotional. A man's man is zero emotion. You have to approach him very strategically with a plan. You talk plan, strategic. You talk like this is what we're going to do. Can I get your support, sir? Boom. Done. She created narcissism in him, so I agree with that. Yes, absolutely. All right. So here's the thing, ladies. Every last one of you met a mama's boy. Every last one of you met a man's man. Okay, that's nothing new. Okay, what do you want now? Let's go back and start all over, and then not all over the what we're talking about. Let's just start all over with you. What do you want? What are you looking for? What kind of lifestyle do you want? What kind of man do you think you should be with, and so on and so forth? If you know exactly what you want strategically, may I suggest they're out there. They don't know. They don't know. Okay, Francisca, a real man doesn't know he's a real man. Ask me if I'm a good man. I would say, I've been told. Don't know. What's a good man? What am I judging that to? I don't know. A man doesn't know if he's good. And if I do know I'm good, then I'm asking a question, what am I good against and to who? One that will walk aside me, not in front. But see, you're defining that, dear Francisca. You're defining that. A man doesn't know if I walk beside you or walk in front of you or walk behind you. That makes a good man. What? No, he doesn't. Look, he doesn't know that. Doesn't know that. Okay. I'm telling you, Holly, from everybody, Sandra, Francisca, everybody who's listening, I'm telling you, if you're single, he is out there. And if he's out there, you have to be strategic, not emotional, and definitely not hormonal. If you get a guy and you just kind of lost because he's lost in hormones, you're going to have to wait until you have sex with the guy for that to go away. And then once it go away, then maybe you can figure it out. But let me tell you something. Be classy. Just be classy. All right. I should have picked that up with my ex I have ever heard out of whatever. Okay, fine. Okay. The means of social media, Facebook, Instagram, and all these other things that's out there. There is, okay, Sandra, who loves you? Probably, I would say Francisca. Yep, I knew it, damn it. Francisca did. All right, here's the thing, ladies. Okay, here's the thing. A guy 30 plus, his first thought is not sex. His first thought is business. Take care of business. He's got to take care. He's thinking rush. His rush is take care of business, provide. That's 30 plus of a guy. Well, a 30 plus in a mature guy, not all guys. A guy who says, I'm acquiring you, not selling you crap. He's not selling himself. Okay. He's acquiring. I want to take care of you. I got you. I like you. I want to take care of you. 30 plus, he's rushing to provide and competing against other guys who already have money. Okay, here's the thing. His objective is not necessarily sex. He only thinks about sex at 30 plus. Think about it. 30 plus, only time he thinks about sex is if you have nothing else to give him except sex. If he made up in his mind, you have nothing more to give him except sex, he'll take it. At least that's something. Okay. A woman 35 and up, you guys are in your sexual peak. And this is the sexual peak aspect of 30 plus. The sexual peak is a hormone very equivalent to an 18-year-old, 16, 17, 18-year-old boy all the way up to his 30s. He gets hard over the wind just blowing, right? Okay, same concept. Okay, 30, 35 plus, ladies, you're very hormonal. Guys, the hyenas of men, the dogs of men, the seller of themselves, men, we all know this. You're very hormonal. And because we know you're very hormonal, and not me, but we, the men of hyenas, the users, the manipulators, and all those guys who think they players, bullshit, whatever. All those pretty boys and all that, they know you're very hormonal, 35 and up. They know. This is why I'm trying to get you to see, because you're very hormonal, you have to look past the communication of these guys, the manipulators and liars and cheaters and all of those guys. They communicate very clearly that they're going to use you. You're just so hormonal, you don't hear it. A guy, he's got money, he's got a boat, he's got a motorcycle, he's got a nice house, he's got a business, he's doing very well for himself. But you didn't hear the fact that you have nothing more than sex to offer him. So all he's going to do is say and be and treat you out. And he's going to treat you very well just to have sex with you, because that's all you have. And does it really matter if he's spending money on you? No. Does it matter? Does he spend the time with you? No. He wants to ride his motorcycle anyway, or get in his boat anyway. And to bring you along, cool. We having sex though. Because he found out, manipulating, lied to you, did what he did, say what he said. He sold you himself and you bought into it. Because quite honestly, you're hormonal and you didn't see the truth. This is why I said, all right, hold on. What does that say? That teach bullshit. Anyway, hey Erica, how you doing? Okay. All right. So, ladies, don't give up the sex too fast. If you look sexy, that's all he wants is sex. If you look classy, you go on a date, and he's trying to acquire you because you meet a certain standard. You know how to eat with a fork and a knife. You know how to talk with your mouth full and so on. And you have a decent job. He has a decent job. He sees something in the relationship between you two. And he automatically is thinking, how can I build that? A good guy would do that. A not so good guy would say, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Please come with me. Hey, let's hang out with me. Hey, let's do this. He then's going to be all over you, trying to kiss you, trying to hug you, trying to get between your legs. And you think because you give him sex, you got him. No. No. Let me tell you the woman who got him. You're at the first date. You're sitting across him. And you know how to eat with a fork and knife very proper. He's a businessman now. Put it in perspective. And you know how to be a woman, a gentle woman. You're concerned about him. Your grandmama, get up there. He sees that. Grandmama, get down there. He sees that. That woman, those women got him. Those women got him. Those other women, just sex. And trust me, it is a game because there are a lot of women who are giving it up. If you're looking for a good man, get into his strategic mind, not in his hormonal pants. If that makes sense. Let me repeat it. Get into his strategic mind and not in his hormonal pants, and you might find that he may be good. After you find out he's good, after you talk to mama, after you pre-qualify him, after you make sure he is who he says he is, mama likes you, grandmama likes you, the family likes you, may I then suggest fuck the shit out of him? But I didn't say that, but just saying. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to call it evening, 7:30. Go get something to eat. I'm still at the office. I need to go get something to eat. I got things to do still. I got my computer still out. Thank you very much for Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Gabby. Sorry about that. Erica, Francisca, thank you. Ivan, what's going on? Holly, all of you and every last one of you, thank you for spending your time. I'm glad we had a nice communicating and chatting. Until next time, let's talk this thing out. But don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. It is possible. There's possibilities. And quite honestly, there are a lot of guys right in front of your face a lot of times, and they're just waiting for you to get your act together. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.